Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Siege of Avalon. We just arrived back in the castle with our newfound ring of protection against polymorphing, or ring of fort protection, or whatever it is that it was called. We're now going to go ahead and dump some of this stuff we've been carrying around, since I think we have far too much of it for our own good, and we're never really going to use most of it anymore. So really no point in carrying it all around with us. It's just cluttering up the landscape, really. And yeah, the Scarlet Robe of the Sorcerer is very nice. Plus 10 mysticism is hard to give up, so we're going to be dropping the Cloak of Frozen Dawn as well, since it doesn't really win out, unfortunately, for it. And with that done, I think just about ready to go ahead and hand over that ring and see where that leads us. Check our quest log. Once again, all we have to do is find the ring and still find a way to help the lurkers way back from the second chapter. Still haven't found a way to do that yet, so hopefully we'll get started on that eventually. But we're going to bring the ring to Elrath. And it seems that Elazar is gone. And Elazar is taken ill, apparently. And well, we wanted to talk to him about the defenses that activated, and but he's apparently sick, and it seems that Pel would like to see us. So while he's working on the portal there, we're going to go talk to Pelandrian and see what it is she wants. Hopefully, it's not too much trouble. Anyway. Here we are. So she's in the same place she always is. Once again, Lauren is still hanging around just outside. He's supposed to go in, but he never ended up doing that. And if we talk to her, she mentions that there's a Shao Hul on a place called the Astral Plane, and we can talk to her about the Astral Plane. And she mentions that it's sort of a afterlife type place, and the shaman at a place called the Astral Nexus, which connects the various worlds of existence to each other. And we can ask how they got there, and they've apparently protecting themselves magically with their magic, with the aid of magic. And these are apparently the Dreamwalkers that we encountered earlier, or at least the Dreamwalkers that owned the one that we stole for Olan. And if we continue, she mentions that we can't project ourselves in the same way, mostly because the shaman would probably sever our silvery cord that would be linked to our projection back to our normal body, and that would kill us instantly. And for that reason, we'll have to go there physically. And she mentions that we can travel to the astral plane and figure out what it is the shaman are doing there, using the portal that Elrath is making. And with that, we decide to head back to speak to Elrath, try to devise a plan of action. Hopefully a good one. So we'll head back to the Outer Keep and see what Elrath has to say, and see if it's anything of use, and if he can help us in our newfound mission. And it sounds like this whole quest is going to be a rather magical one, which is a welcome change. I'm rather tired of the mundane at this point. So we'll go back to speak with Elrath, and we'll tell him that we want to use his portal to travel to the astral plane, and we'll set off immediately. And our quest is to end the shaman influence in the astral plane. So we can now jump into the portal and head off to unknown world and see what's there. So this place is rather interesting, and we can see all the items that Elrath sent through before. That's what this pile of stuff here is. And as you can see, they're all destroyed. And thanks to the ring, that didn't happen to us, fortunately. So I think we're now ready to go ahead and start. And oh, there seem to be another number of Naga here. I wonder how they got here, or what they're doing here, or well, that's very strange. But I suppose it's not to be totally unexpected, seeing as how they apparently have some kind of alliance with the Ahul. And oh, what's this? It's Philios, of course, one of our dearest friends, the necromancer. And it seems that we're talking to his spirit now, and he isn't quite sure how it is his spirit came to be bound to this place, but apparently it is. And he thinks that his experimentations with the necromancy has somehow altered the properties of his own spirit, and his other theory is that the Lich made some sort of direct assault on his spirit, and he doesn't have the ability to reach his final destination. And we ask how we might be able to help him. But it seems that there isn't much we can do, at least at first. But he asked that we go and talk to his assistant Bones and see what he can do to perhaps help us. And one of his final projects was to apparently outfit Bones with the ability to raise an army of benevolent undead guardians, which would stand watch over the catacombs beneath Avalon. And he wants us to help set it in motion. And all he needs is to utter a command word called Mak-Ahasa, and it will activate his undead controlling abilities, and will also cause him to surrender a grimoire, which we're apparently allowed to keep. And that sounds rather interesting. I think we'll probably want to get our hands on that. And he also mentions that he's seen the Naga and the Shao-Hul. And we can also ask him about the portals between realms. And there's an area called Frosthelm, which is an area of elemental cold, and you can reach it using a reef medallion, which is stashed among his stuff, which we actually already picked up. It's this thing here. And we can use that to get into Frosthelm. So that would be rather helpful. But it seems that we're done with our exchanges with Philios for now. So we're going to continue exploring this place and see what we can find. And there seems to be some sort of temple here, which is rather interesting. And it looks very similar to the temple we found down below Avalon with the lurkers. As a matter of fact, it looks exactly like that temple, which is rather curious. I wonder if there's any connection. Well, if we head up here, we'll actually find that there's a woman trapped underneath this sort of fiery wall type thing. And we can't actually enter there. If we do, we'll die. And there's Shao-Hul Dreamwalkers inside that seem to be subduing her. And we can't actually influence this whole scene just yet. Nor can we advance any further beyond this door. So it seems our ability to influence this problem seems to be rather limited, and this seems to be what they're doing. They're subduing whoever that woman is, though we're not really sure who she is. Perhaps someone else would have some more information. Anyway, we can continue exploring this area, and we'll find more and more Naga as we continue along. Not really sure what they're doing here. Oh, and if you check any number of the Naga, you'll find that they're carrying a brood token, and it says that whoever possesses one can enter into their homeworld of Natsuo. I don't know how you pronounce that, but there it is. Anyway, this area is quite large, and I'll continue exploring it in the next video, but for now I think I'll pause it for here. Alright, see you next time.